This is Project Oceania's Valorant Mini Midwinter Tournament. Oceania's best content creators and players, big and small, will be coming together to bring you 2 days of action, excitement, and entertainment. Who will make it to the grand finals? Project Oceania presents We Hate Winning.
Wait, what do you mean? Whoa! Oh my god!
Court of Owls. It's just genetics.
Right corner.
Let's go! What the fuck? Valorant, fix your fucking shit game, bro. Watch the replay.
I got you, babe. Come here.
Oh,
Come here.
shit.
Come in my cage. Get off me. Come here. Get off me. Oh, stop trying to smile my day.
epal.gg/epang. Wait, this is a plug.
There they are.
Roadkill.
Oh my god.
Остался один брат.
Can you heal China? Broomstick 120.
I miss my submissive kitten.
Woo! I like it.
Eight P.
Dude, up to your right, up to your right, up to... That's your left, you fucking... I'm so sharp right now. Boom, boom, boom.
Team Cookie. Wait, is that me? Oh my god, it's me! It's me! Mom! Mom!
Oh, I'm fucking shit. I'm fucking so mad, bro.
Nice.
Jet was market.
Oh, nice.
The Midwinter Tournament will begin shortly. Watch your favorite community members battle it out head-to-head and find out who comes out on top for Project Oceania's Mini Midwinter Valorant Tournament.
Welcome back, ladies and gentle people. We are here for Project OC. We have a stellar match coming up for you next. It is Submissive, or I should say, I Miss My Submissive Kitten, up against We Hate Winning. And joining me along the couch today will be Mercury. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, super excited to be back on the cast, not only with you, but also for Project Oceania. It's been a little bit, since we've had the chance to, but glad to be back as always. And like you mentioned, these two teams just about ready. Hop on in towards the Agent Select. Love to see what they have in store.
Well, I hope to see just absolutely ridiculous picks because in Project OC, a lot of these players, they're all friends. They've played against each other. They've played with each other. And sometimes they just like to style them. In the last match, we had Obi-Wan Kenobi and good old Luke Skywalker, you know, the Master and the Padawan. And so you have a lot of these little rivalries that go on around and you kind of see what develops out of that. Here coming in though, it looks like we are seeing a nothing too out of the ordinary is what I want to say with the current agents being selected.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, if last game was anything to go by, this one is going to be an absolute fiesta once again on Ascent. Some familiar picks, the KO and... I mean, of course, we saw the Rays pop off in that last map. Who could forget, really?
Yeah, Aussie played quite well.
Select
and Aussie,
your
it was
agent.
kind of a little bit of a threat. Once you heard that showstop come out, it kind of broke the opponent's morale. But I almost thought we were going to see a Neon there, but it's going to be a little bit more standard. And in this match, this time, we're going to see at least someone's is going to have some kind of recon ability. Because Submissive Kitty has got that Sky, so you have that capability. Get some knowledge, not only with the flashes, with the Trailblazer. Understand where your opponents are, and that can offer you a lot more. Whereas you look over at their opponents, that's more of a lineup that says, I'm just going to fight you. I don't care where you are. I'll just kill you no matter where you're standing.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's always exciting to see a chamber picked. I know it's been a while and it's still broken, but it's still always exciting to see the chamber pop off rather, especially with that tour de force. And we saw some amazing picks in that last match. We'll have to see if Sab and Makerpool can really live up to the hype that last game was.
And, well, a little bit of fun, a little bit of a party going on defensive spawn. They don't care where they have to go yet. They got plenty of time to be able to make their way over to the doors. And they're going to split on up. It doesn't look like they're going to be doing anything too chaotic at the moment. There's not going to be any stacks. Got to even spread across the board. And their opponents, well, they're going for a little bit of a split. What are your thoughts on a split on the opening pistol round?
Oh, I mean, I don't know how much analysis in terms of the pistol rounds will actually matter because, like you said, these teams are friends. It's going to probably be a fiesta, and I love to see it. But I mean, that's really where it all lies, is in that pistol round. We've seen a lot of teams who get that early lead and then dominate. We've also seen teams that, you know, get those early 2 rounds and then completely bomb the rest of the half. Love to see which team will do what in this, or if it will be just a back and forth, no holds barred, 6-6 finish towards the half.
And I mean, we've already had a little bit of chaos happen over the A side. Unfortunately, though, it's not going to come out favourable for the Ultimate. We've seen we hate winning. Well, I mean, I don't think they really hate winning, but they definitely didn't win that round.
Absolutely. I mean, the chamber, just such an incredibly powerful agent overall.
Yeah, I mean, just the capability that Headhunter, cheaper revolver. You've then got the Tour de Force coming online at, what is it, 7? Yeah, 7 ultimate points. I would almost feel like that just needs to be pushed back to 8 because you can usually get it at 2, sometimes 3 times in a half, and that is a hugely strong ability. That's 5,100 gold you're basically spending in on that round. And again, we're going to have a stat coming over the A site. They're going to try to get on in there, but they're going to be locked down here. Makerpool is going to be trying to stop this before it happens.
Exactly what they can do here is, I think my game is actually crashed, so I'm going to have to rely on your play-by-play for this.
So Makerpool is going to be able to find themselves one. The offense is still in, but it's 4 versus 4. The spike is going on down. Hentai Pog is going to be coming up to the top. He's able to find one behind Generator. He's going to look from another. Still one hiding behind there, and damage coming from down below. But unfortunately, they're all dead, leaving him one left alive, down in hell. But they jump down, peak at the same time, and Hentai Pog will be killing up Nilla, and they get the defuse. They're going to be throwing it over towards that Brimstone. So we're very, very close to that orbital laser. So early on in this match.
I mean, Orbital Laser, I mean, on defense, it's always going to be incredibly powerful. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Having the ability to stop any sort of plant towards the site is incredibly useful. So we'll have to see how much usage actually comes from that ultimate. Like you mentioned, 1 point away already from that 5-0, putting on an absolute clinic on this Brimstone so far.
Jenny's going to be trying to open it up with a grenade coming straight down to the top of Catalyst. Going to be forcing Makeapool to get away from there. So it's not going to be able to get any challenge. There's not going to be any more information gained. As they're starting to control that mid lane, you've got Vey trying to get any information, trying to have a little bit of a peek down the middle, and Vey's going to lose their life as now they're going to keep pushing on in. The map's starting to open up for We Hate Winning.
Just pushing forward, not going to find that interaction. Star Knight trades things out though, because Bose is there in time. Down to the 2v4 though. I mean, you're expecting them to lose this round, but for the side of We Hate Winning, see exactly what they can do off of this.
And I mean, this is good. You want to try and, well, obviously win this round once you have your full firepower, but you need to minimize your losses. Submissive Kitty's going to be throwing that flash around, trying to find anything else. Gets no knowledge. Nilla going to be hiding up top, gets sprayed through Submissive Kitty. It's trying to go come on board. Nilla.
Oh no, they didn't check the corner.
But that was a good work there from We Hate Winning. They only lost one member. They're going to bring a lot of firepower in through to the next round. And, well, I almost don't feel like that could have went any better for We Hate Winning.
Yeah, 100%. They get that early pick towards mid, and then from there, everything just snowballs. We saw the attempt at the retake, the 2v4. I mean, it was a nice attempt. At that point, you can't really do anything to stop it. But just not checking the corners. Now they have the full weaponry, though, so we'll have to see exactly who comes out on top with the sort of equal power from both of these sides. As Sab already creating a lot of pressure towards this B side, but still uncommitted just
they're splitting up. They're looking for the 1v1s. And I feel like this is confidence. If you're going to take 1v1s across the map, your team is starting to feel confident. And I mean, they've only got one round on the board, but they're feeling it. They're getting into the mojo as they're starting to take mid control and getting prepared for the A sides.
Sab spotted though, won't be able to cross over, so we'll just be 4 members for the time being. Nilla and Star Knight pick up one apiece. Kitty finally trading things back towards mid though. Star Knight looking for one, but goes a bit too over aggressive. The Seekers to follow, looking for the first. Nilla falls on down. It's 3v2. This retake is going incredibly well for the side of Kitten here. And now, Hog on the approach. Takes down Jenny. It's just one remaining. We'll have to see exactly how Angie finds this paranoia, but they have the information. That's just a shutdown. That's the kill. And 3-1 in favor of this roster.
That round could have been so different. Nilla so close on that swing at the top of ramp down into defender's spawn. If it found that second one, would have been able to completely turn that round around. The Seeker coming on in, absorbing some of the bullets, and kind of one of those very lucky moments to save the life of the teammates. You don't really feel like that something like that comes into too often, but in that instance, I would have to say the MVP was that one single Seeker.
Absolutely. You know, 2 supports on the team in the Sage and the Sky, but the third unspoken hero was that third Seeker there, completely saving the round for them and allowing everything to go in their favor. As we see, the knives have been pulled out here by Nilla, looking for revenge. You'd have to imagine here, Hog all alone. Potentially a push towards mid as once again Vey gets caught out in position.
Spike down
A. And Makeapool find one apiece to trade things back though. B-side potentially still the target. We see the push up from Nilla. Still full utility, but the wall is a bit of a nuisance at this point in time.
And they're not too sure where to go. Sab's out in the own little field with the spike himself. They're creating a little noise at B. And if he does decide to come to B, it's going to be very late to get there. And he's going to be caught out potentially from all the utility and all the crossfire. He's already lost Jenny. Nilla is now here fighting all alone. You finally get that rotation coming on in, but it might be a little too late.
I mean, Sab is there in position, gets the first 30 health. Yeah, the spray through the walls. There's nothing you can do in that position. 1v3, I mean, it's not unheard of here, but
30 seconds.
the spray through the wall might just be enough. Barely missing those shots. I'm not even sure how. At this point, finds one, looking for the second. This is doable. But Pog is there to put the hopes and dreams of that round into the ground. 4-1 on the board. Like you mentioned, the Orbital Strike now online. 3 ultimates for this roster. And they are starting to build up that economy.
Yeah, and I mean, their economy is still hurting a bit. They're just being able to purchase up some of these items. Makerpole isn't able to even get a full load of it. Luckily, as you mentioned, one of those ultimates online is the Tour de Force, so they'll be able to pull that one out and hold more than likely one of the long angles, and you can see him come and set up here towards mid.
Angie has the Marshal. Good peek who it will be. Angie coming out on top there. That's 2 kills. They're making the low economy work here. Big chunk of damage. Vey, who will win this interaction? Oh, they don't check! And Vey claims 1, and now suddenly things are turning in favor. Getting a bit of redemption on the board for the past few rounds. Dodging a few shots, but it's just up to Sab. 3 health remaining, rather, for Pog as the approach towards mid. Spike is isolated, though. What can you really do from this position? And what a heroic play there from Vey.
I mean, those heroic plays come from both sides. I can't believe the Marshal outshined the Latour de Force. That was a huge pick-off. And now Sab, well, at least no one really knows where it is. But once this knife goes off, it's going to reveal everything. And both players are not doing too well in terms of the hit points. There's only one player that's healthy, and that's down in hell. Sab's going to be looking for that very shortly. But in this position, it is absolutely worrying. And
will they hit footsteps? Looking for the first. I have to imagine the swing peak, and it won't be enough. It's another round on the board. 5-1 for Kitten here. 3 in a row. They're starting to get that momentum. And, you know, we tend to see these teams, once they get that momentum, they do not let it go. We'll have to see. I mean, there's still enough time to come out on top in this half, but it's anyone's game still.
Yeah, I mean, you're starting to see some of the individual performances from WeHate winning to pick up. Like, Angie Baby really did well that last round. Nila with the Bladestorm earlier on, very strong. Star Knight have seen a little bit of issues with checking your corners, but in terms of mechanical skills, doing quite well. And speaking of mechanical skills, Nila's going to be trying to showcase it here, pushing in onto the A site, shuts the door, and, well, that's the end of it. It's their side.
Oh, Star Knight. Good for one, and it's traded back, so they don't have a lot of security towards mid just yet. White towards heaven. Null command will expire.
I can't
One
use
last tick of the suppression, but it won't be enough. Let's see how this orbital strike goes. Right below hell. Big chunk of damage, I believe, but more than likely just gives space over. Angie on top of generator. Good for one. Drops on down. Finds the second on towards Vey. And now in the middle of the open. 31 health. V4. Knife looking for another. Kitty finds one. Big chunk of damage. It's traded on back. There's Nila. They've just pincered them in towards this site, and it will be enough to find the round. And what a fiesta.
Yeah, very strong performance there. Like I said, the individual skills are now starting to come into play for WeHate winning. Angie Baby, or I think a lot of you may know her as Angie Bear, is doing quite well there. She really popped off there on top of Generator, really locking down and creating kind of chaos there on that site with the smokes, paranoia, and just the brute damage she was being able to output, and able to hold on to that spike, get themselves another round. Now they've got ultimates online, so they're starting to look a little bit better and better for WeHate winning.
Yeah, and their economy's in the right spot for all this push forward from Submissive. Drops one, finds the second as well. And what a ballsy play that works out in their favor. 3 members nearby. Most likely going to look to get this rest online, but there's still 3 members nearby. They might not have enough time to do it. But they will. Angie the one to secure it. Might honestly just drop straight on down. Kitty is going so aggressive with this Sheriff here. There's only one Sheriff in the Wild West, and it is Star Knight pushing forward without worry here. 2 members left standing. Hog in towards the corner, tries to get towards the smoke, and does get to safety in time. Phantom in hand, 5 health, a slight breeze.
Spike planted.
Ben
take him
gets
out
in,
at this
gets out,
point.
Gets a weapon. What can they do with it, though? I mean, there's a few bits of damage done onto your opponents, but Mercury, I don't think Hentai's gonna get away with this one.
Nah, I feel like you just spray into this smoke just to ego it. At this point, it will be Angie to pick up that last kill. 2 in a row, and they're starting to come online. We're starting to see those signs of life, and like I said, it's not entirely out of their favor to secure more than 6 rounds in this half. They still have the opportunity, and with 4 rounds left, the stacking economy, we'll have to see if they can live up to it.
Man, I just want to give a huge props to Hentai Pog. 13-3 currently in the server, doing a huge amount of work at the moment for I Miss My Submissive Kitten. So just being able to hold them on, getting that orbital laser up and running. Anyway, now very quick attack coming into the A site, smoke coming out, they're pushing on in. It is chaos, no one can see anything, but Hentai comes away with the first kill.
Props from the shadows early, so they will have a little bit of information as to where Pog is at the moment. 2 points away from the orbital strike, like you mentioned, as Kitty and Star Knight trade 1-for-1 in mid. It's nothing committed, and it looks like potentially a rotation back towards B site, but there is the wall still up there. We'll have to see if that buys them enough time here. A minute left on the timer. And yeah, you can see with the smokes coming in.
Here. You've got plenty of utility. You've got the Trailblazer now coming on out. You're going to be able to spot one. Doesn't spot anyone else, but at least that could be enough information for the rest of your team to start to collapse. And here they go. Quick rotations. They're waiting for everyone to get into position. They're not going to overcommit. And I think this is a smart option. Wait till you have the bodies.
Spike goes down. Wall drops. See how they play this post plant. 3v4. Definitely, they have the showstopper in their favor. Seekers already get propped here. Find a little bit of information, but White already pushing towards the side. That's 2 kills. Showstopper needs to find something huge. That's 2 kills over. But Kitty for 3 closes things out. And the best that this roster can hope for is the 6-6 finish to this half.
Man, the Seekers coming in clutch there. The Seekers do a lot of information. They came flying out. They went towards the B site. It got so much information. You know no one's playing Garage. You know they're all on site. One of the Seekers swung around and came up catwalk at B site and hit someone from behind. It caused them to be dazed, and then you picked them off. So, again, Seekers playing a huge part in this match. Not only for the knowledge, but just shutting down their opponents. It was 4v3, but again, I feel like the Seekers are helping just clutch these rounds. And every time you see it online, you kind of think, when's it going to come on out, and how's it going to ruin the round for me?
So Australia pride with this pick for sure. So it looks like a bit of a more passive approach towards this A side than we're used to from this roster. Pog once again on the defense. We've seen his positioning.
No one wants to step out into a different territory at the moment, but someone's got to do it eventually.
I mean, fair enough, given what we've seen Pog do in the past few rounds on this site. I have to see, though, we hate winning. Maybe they'll live up to their name in these last 3 rounds, especially with this passive approach. But Sab, good for 1. Paranoia on towards the site. Just Pog on the defense for the time being. Big chunk of damage, I believe, on towards Nilla. That is the kill secured. Bo finds another. Now, double suppression as well. Star Knight towards mid, so they'll have tree control in the moment, but depends on where they go. Or they might have just pincered them in. Star Knight trades the 1-for-1, gets a second.
Star Knight might have done it. He's going to be coming for more, and he gets it. Star Knight, just absolute menace, and it worked well. I mean, I almost thought it was just going to be completely shut down there by Submissive Kitty. I mean, the great flash, traded 1-for-1, but then Star Knight says, you know, I'm here to party. I'm going to back this on up, and just finds multiple kills. So, able to secure that 1 extra round, 6-4, few ultimates online, and, well, this tail end of this half is starting to go we hate winning's way. They're starting to really claw back some of these rounds and pull back the lead, but will they be able to even it up before the half's over?
2 rounds left in the half. Economy not looking good for the side of Kitten here. See exactly what they can do with the low resources available to them and already make a pool. Incredible performance on this chamber so far. Kitty finds another. Headhunter, living up to the name here, going mid now and trying to find the third. Will be able to. What a round, and that just shifted on its head. 7-4. Economy now vastly in favor of Kitten going in towards this last round, and I have no words. That was just chaos.
It kind of seemed they just got caught out. They weren't too sure what they were doing. Like, it started off bad, and once it went bad, they're like, how do we come back from this? And they just got trapped out in no man's land. And, well, I missed my submit of Kitten. They're like, you know what? We're just going to claw you. We're going to keep clawing you until eventually you roll over and die to your wounds. And it's kind of what happened. And Sab, she's got to quickly run here because there's some huge aggression coming from Barrage.
Continue to go aggressive with this Sky now. The two are forced to back it up as well. They have a bit of information to work with. Miller around the corner. Doesn't get blinded by that, but the headshot in midair. Oh, the body shot. Clips the wings. Chamber of KO vs KO rather. Stana comes out on top, and that's another pick with the two of the force. Completely isolated, so that will be another one going down. 30 health remaining, make a pool. Looking for more. And towards the corner. Big chunk of damage, but that's not a kill.
Cover going out.
One enemy remaining. Switching sides. Buried. Get him. Here. One dead.
Molly.
Last player standing.
So you may as well get ready to kind of look at the next site and what more damage you can do there.
I misspoke rather. 4 points now on this Seeker, 5 rather. And that's the top of the leaderboard already for Kitty, 18 and 8. Just silently carrying this team through the half. Move over Pog.
I don't think it's silent at all. I mean, the huge kills every now and then, and the Seekers always seem to be in the place you need them.
Completely holding mid here as well. Spots another. That's 3 on the board. Solo carrying this
Spike
round.
planted.
Big chunk of damage on towards Nilla as well, and they have to go for this. You have to imagine low economy. They need to try and drag down Kitten and the rest of their guns into the ground. The end game of this map. Not much to work with here. And the spray through might just take down Nilla if they go for it. Running out of time though. Have to go for something soon, otherwise they're gonna run out of time.
Just hold them on site and try and get whatever weapons out of your opponents as possible, because I mean, they can only get so far. They have to run into your cross lines, and Break with a flash is going to hold them off a little bit longer.
Oh
At least it gets a kill, but the rest of them all escape, so you don't get as much as you want. Oh, Vay goes down though.
Do make it relatively even. They take away 3, and that's always the magic number in these sort of bonus rounds here. And now we see full rifles for the side of We Hate Winning. Again, a scarily similar story to our first half on this map. Losing the first 2 rounds. I'll have to see if they can change things up this time around and really claim a few and try to claw themselves back into this game. Maybe Star Knight can find something. But Jenny getting suppressed and revealed there means the tree is completely open, and Nilla could have to clutch this out.
Your trail.
Now, the Seekers, they've started to spot them out. They're going to be coming on in. Submissive Kitty's going to be looking for it, and will find the kill onto Star Knight. It is a 1-for-1 trade so far in this match, as Neil's going to take this one out. I think the defense in favor, trying to get out of the burning fire that rages on behind Generator. Sab, she's going to get another one. This is starting to look great for We Hate Winning. They got 2 more to find, and they know where they are. So this should give them the chance and opportunity to start to suffocate them, surround them before they can get anywhere. And, well, Hentai Pogs, he's already on the run. He's trying to get out of there before that happens.
And something goes wrong there. A complete... I don't even know what to call it. Just a completely different look to how this roster has looked for the entirety of this game here.
30 seconds left.
Like we mentioned, the shining star in so many rounds. 1 point away from the orbital strike. Angie there.
Enemy
Gonna
remaining.
find the pick and the bulldog.
Spike down B.
And cleanly just up to Vay. See if they can do it.
Vay gets the roll down, and that's one way to do it. Gets a little bit of damage, but Jenny just says, nope, get out of here. I'm taking this round for the team. And that was a great round for We Hate Winning. Very good work individually for them, and teamwork. They were swinging together. They were helping each other's sightlines and cutting off any opportunity for I Miss My Submissive Kitten to really get into these locations. And that's what they need to find more of. If they can continue to do that, they can continue to call back some of these rounds and really put the fight back towards I Miss My Submissive Kitten. And it's going to force them to potentially do a little bit of unusual tactics or unorthodox to throw their opponents off.
Orbital strike now available, playing a bit passive, waiting for Nilla to push up once again. They have the knife available. In time. However, it does spot one. Star Knight has to peek in towards this now, and Kitty just finds another pick. Double digits already on the board for Submissive Kittens here. Losing any more rounds from this point on is a very bad sign if you want this team to come out on top. Nilla trying to hold, does a lot of damage to multiple members, but not enough to secure any of those kills.
Spike planted.
Hog finds another. They've got pretty much a guaranteed now with the orbital strike, just keeping Hog safe. You can see has that prime. Kitty from the flank. Good for one, just completely
One
assassinating
enemy remaining.
the back line here. Just after Angie Baby.
I just want to point out Sam's beautiful shot that round. She just like peeks around the corner, boom, done, keep going. Unfortunately, that's going to be the only kill they get that round. But Nilla, you mentioned it. He was so close at finding multiple kills on that side. Did so much damage, but just unable to finish any of them off. You get one, you get two there. That round, again, completely different. And I think that's the story of We Hate Winning. They get so close, but the key moments of these rounds, they just don't go their way. They just don't find that pivotal point that really is the turning point for them to be able to win them.
See if this round changes things. It's already off to a good start. Star Knight finds that first pick. Now Maker Pool going so aggressive towards mid here. Unspotted one being as Nilla once again goes aggressive. That's what we would have liked to see last round. It is a 1-for-1 trade, however, down to a 3v4 situation. As look at the aggression from Maker Pool finally spotted out here. The Star Knight once again with this Marshall. The Marshall players in this tournament as a whole have been so clean so far.
Oh man, Star Knight just really showcasing the talent of that Marshall and done more than enough for the rest of their team. What can they do to pick this one up? It's 3 versus 2. The defense may not have the strongest firepower. You've got, I think, a Revolver and a Phantom on over there on Angie.
Smoke's down.
That could be enough. You just need a lucky headshot. You just need to be doing it.
He's going very aggressive here.
Gets one at least.
Yeah, it does trade the 1-for-1. Pog hasn't watched for the
30
time
seconds
being,
left.
and Angie Baby is there. They find the pick. Sure, they lose 3, but they get the round on the board, and they deny map point. Most importantly, and they're still in it.
Yeah, Angie, I like at the end there, she's just lining up that shot. She doesn't want to ruin her accuracy, her stats, keep them intact, spend all that time. There we go, got the kill, keep going. And, well, we've got those ultimates now online. Both teams very close to all of them having ultimates. And this is going to be a chaotic next couple of rounds, as ultimates will be coming and going as the round progresses. If they get the ultimate orbs, to get the kills, they'll be constantly
You want to play?
back in the
Let's
environment.
play.
And very aggressive point down at A here, but well, a lot of utility no one's found.
Very aggressive attempt there from both of those chambers, peeking in towards that sight line. Buying a lot of space and potentially members over towards this B site. We see now the rotation has come forward. But mid is still a possibility. And we've seen this team play, we've seen both of them, to be honest, have chaotic strategies at times. We'll have to see exactly what they choose to go with. Seekers online, 3 members nearby, might finally reveal it. And now you can see Star Knight, Nilla making the rounds to try and get closer towards site. We'll have to see exactly what they can find.
I've got your
And on this nade, they might look to go for it.
Beautiful
Pushing
grenade.
forward.
Submissive King burning. Gonna have to try and get out of there, and does successfully. As now the offense, they've taken the B site with the retake now coming in. No one's died yet, but as I said, Andy's picked up the kill. Bam,
Spike
Submissive
planted.
Kitty will go down for the troubles after finding one. Huge win coming on here. Jenny's looking with the showstopper. Shoots down to the back of the house. Not to find anyone. White Cross gets another. Needs to find 2 more though. It is currently
One
suppressed, so
enemy
he's got the
remaining.
flash available to
Okay.
him. That's a second. Can it find Nilla? Can Nilla do it? Nilla does get it. And there we go. Close round, but We Hate Winning. They get another onto the board.
And what an incredible collapse on towards that site. Star Knight with that null command completely suppressing any sort of attempt to hold that site that they had. And once again, they stave off what seems like the inevitable here. As We Hate Winning, trying desperately to claw themselves back towards those 13 rounds they need.
Man, I mean, they're doing it well. They're really starting to pick up their pace. They're picking up the damage, and they're not allowing I Miss My Submissive Kitten to really take control anymore. They were taking a lot of control in these fights where they were using utility to lock down these sightlines, but at this stage, We Hate Kitten. We Hate Kitten. We Hate Winning. We just push straight on through it. But speaking pushing straight on through it, Nilla gets someone walk straight into their crosshairs.
He is
And again.
aggressive there from Kitty, and it is punished as Nilla and Jenny just completely pile them into mid, and that might honestly just be the round over right now. It is traded back for one though. Both Hog and Vey with the Sheriffs. I believe that was a headshot, but it only must have done 145.
If they can get
Seems
another
bit-
kill, potentially able to get Resurrection online in this round, could still swing. There's a minute left, so do they want to look to find an ultimate orb, or maybe even
B
upgrade a
site's
weapon?
open.
Last player standing.
It will
Jenny says
lose
no.
one. However, Pog, Vandal in hand, has the orbital strike. 21 kills. Can they make it 24? We'll have to see. And for the first play, might just all pick this at the same time, and yeah, you're not winning that one. 4 left alive, 8 on the board for the side of We Hate Winning. And most importantly, 3 in a row.
Throwing that pistol reminded me of a clip in CSGO that it's in once
Yeah.
upon a time. When they threw the pistol, they peeked along with the pistol, and their opponent shot the pistol, and then you got the kill because the pistol saved them. It's kind of like that movie scenario where someone shoots someone and they have the cross or the book or some kind of like medallion protects them from the life. It's kind of like that last-ditch hope that I felt that was trying to happen there.
Reminded me of Simple's up flash with the that play there, but unfortunately none of these people on par with Simple just about yet, you'd have to imagine, but I'll see maybe that'll change throughout this tournament. Maybe some more insane plays to come forward here. As they continue to push towards this site. Nilla, even through all of that utility, still finds the first. Make a pull. Trades things back. 3-4 on the board. No command. They will have control of the site. And they will get that spike down. Resurrection available. There's no one really nearby to get that available just yet. Now it's just a waiting game. It's all
I
available.
really wish you had the Brimstone ult at the moment. It's so useful. In fact,
Oh.
I can just take so much damage through the wall. He's gonna have to like reposition, but
Last
the damage
player
is done.
standing.
Jenny's finding multiple.
Oh, no.
Vey's alone, and well, it just comes crumbling. The defense, they're on fire, Mercury.
Yeah, you can't protect all of those angles there. I'll hand over the ult orb, you have to imagine, to one of their allies. Jenny, 2 away from that showstopper once again. 9 on the board now, and now it's starting to get dicey for the side of Submissive Kitten here.
I mean, what do you do in the scenario? Your opponents, they're starting to make their way back to you, and at a rapid pace. That is 4 rounds in a row. That's the most consecutive rounds we have seen here in either half, and that's a strong showing. Your opponent, and for I miss my Submissive Kitten, they don't have much funding. They're all struggling at the moment to pick up some weapons. There's 2 ultimates online, but do you really want to commit these ultimates in a half buy?
We have seen, though, both of these teams perform miracles on these thrifty rounds. So seeing it here again would not be a surprise, to say at the very least, as A-Site looks to be the priority. Probably just going to throw themselves at the wall here to try and take away whatever economy they can. Starlight nearby looking for the first, but the headshot is clean, and that's a gun picked up. Kitty, once again, showing them who the top of the scoreboard really belongs to. One towards the corner, doesn't check it in time, I believe, as Nilla trades things back. Another assassination from this Jet. 2 of the 4 still available, probably not going to use it this round.
I love that Nilla's not afraid to really put themselves in that location to
Spike
find these
planted.
kills, peek through the smoke. And it's really working because
Last
the
player
confidence of the rest of the team, they're all
Hmm.
following in the footsteps of Nilla right now. Jenny picks up another double kill. I think that's her 3rd double kill in 3 or 4 rounds. She's really doing quite well at the moment, and I feel like they're riding on the momentum that, you know, Nilla is starting these rounds off because Nilla is finding kill after kill, opening frags with the operator, and then the rest of the team says, you know what? We got the confidence now. They're dead. We got more numbers. Let's just go at them. And I'm just a Submissive Kitten. What do they do about it?
Absolutely. I mean, credit to Jenny these past 2 rounds, right? Just completely destroying any sort of defensive hold that Submissive Kitten have tried to claim in these retake situations. Sab now in position, tries to find something there, but nothing secured just yet.
Very slow
like you
play.
could
They're
say.
all stacked at A here. I mean, if you had any kind of information gathering, it could be wonderful. Speaking of
With this
information,
smoke as well.
yeah, the Trailblazers are going to get a little bit of information, but it's going to be ended. And now both teams playing in the dark. But there's a lot of ultimates on the line, Mercury.
100%. Looks like they want to commit towards this, especially with the Seekers. Sab misses the initial shots, and now they have to concede the site completely there. All because of that one missed kill. Now, Spike goes down. This is dangerous territory for the side of We Hate Winter. This is map point for them. If they lose this showstopper has to be huge. On top of the wall, looking for the first, potentially in Generator. Big chunk of damage on towards foes. Down to 12 health remaining. The Spike continues to tick its way down. 4v3. Pog is there waiting with the orbital strike if they do not clear this. But there's only 2 members alive. 2v2 to try and stay alive in this series. Sticking the half at the very least. Nilla falls incinerated by the ultimate. And now, if you're Sab, you have to go for this. But there's 2 members there. You cannot find it. And map point is secured. Finally, you have to imagine, for the side of Submissive Kitten.
I feel like that was the right play from Nilla. Nilla needed to get that half tick on there, and you could see Nilla was preparing to dash away into the opening. Had maybe half a second more, would have been able to get out of there, and it still would have been a 2 versus 2. There's one of those scenarios that the Spike is very difficult to defend, and that's where Brimstone shines. The orbital lays, the Molotov cockdown, delay the time, make you panic. If you know a Brimstone's alive, you need to get onto that Spike sooner rather than later.
I think Brimstone is like the epitome of utilizing time as a resource. The longer you wait to get that spike defused, the worse off you are because you're just running constantly out of time to get it. And at that point, you know, you've got the reposition. We saw it there, right? 2v1, you can't really do anything from that position if you are Sab. And now they have to play like their tournament lives depend on it because they do. Down to a 4v3.
Watching this angle though, I really feel like Jenny's gonna be able to shut down Makepool. Makepool's been a leading fragger at the moment, but Jenny, she's on fire and she's gonna be able to push Makepool out. So there's not gonna be a lurker. It's gonna be all coming up at Starter, and he's playing in a fairly aggressive off angle at the moment, sitting right in between the archers. Resurrection comes in, Starter throws that flash zoom around the corner, but there's just too many bodies facing.
And now look at Makepool's position here. They may not expect it over the top. Ducks down, and that's the op immediately eliminated from this round. It's down to a 3v5 suddenly as the grenade might secure that kill. Makepool barely gets out of there in time.
You want to play?
And now,
Let's play.
2 of the 4s, they are chucking everything into this round. They want to end early. The Sab tries to push forward, but this chamber won't be able to secure it this time around. 2v4, 1v4. Can Jenny clutch things again? It won't be enough. Hog picks up the final kill, 13-10. They move on further in towards this tournament.
Man, Vey, MVP of that last round there, getting that resurrection for I Miss My Submissive Kittens really allowed them to not only equalize the player count, but then it allowed them to really coordinate as a team.
GG's!
Resurrection, teams group together,
Great game.
work together
Thank
to
guys.
get that singular goal. And that's sometimes that can fall apart for teams, especially teams that are all
These guys,
thrown together in
GG's.
this scenario. You know, they haven't got years of experience of playing together, but Resurrection, it pulls everyone together, they work together, they get an extra member, and that really allowed them to just take the site because they, again, could be aggressive. They're equal numbers of bodies, they got more utility than coming back into the game, and so keeping Vey alive and getting that resurrection off, I think helped them secure that match at the end there. Otherwise, I don't know. Jenny, she was looking quite powerful there. She got another double kill, but in the end, what can you do?
Yeah, and as you just mentioned, credit to everyone on this roster for We Hate Winning. They all had like standout moments. They all clutched at some point. And, you know, at the end of the day, it just wasn't barely enough to come out on top in this.
And With that, we will be making our way into an advertisement. I will be jumping out. I believe Mercury will be taking over with. I'm actually not too sure who you're taking over with. But again, stay tuned as we do have more Project OCE action coming up shortly. what others might be. So them playing first contact Ryan and
Oh, S1X getting amazing.
Coins, the patience may pay off here. Oh, Maple's aware though. The timing's perfect.
Oh, he doesn't shoot. He's gonna let the ball pass. He's gonna be able to find the lineup.
One enemy remaining.
It's gonna be on this other line, but it doesn't even matter. They've just Viper spit them off. That tag's gonna come out, potentially get spit. Huh?
Brian. Oh my.
This is why.
Oh my gosh, cat!
Oh, poor Amy. Right. Oh, here we go. Oh, Mystic. If Pride is watching, oh, and she takes down Chili and Nab. Let's go, Evie.
Team Alpha now playing it. Oh, okay, there we go. A little spin right there for look at him. His whole house is shaking!
Look at his camera. Look at his camera.
Is this the Melbourne Earthquakes again?
Zero fear. And now, finally, Coins puts it on him. For 1 second. They're so sharp. And look at this. Pushing back on now.
Oh my god!
They did nothing. They had nothing. No response to that.
Will they choo-choo train right into Aplo's crosshair? Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Punishment!
Apple, good shit, but where's the dash? Nice fake it, the blind. He goes behind the enemy lines, but no, wasn't expecting Noodles on.
Save question mark. What? The economy on Wonder Kids team is not looking good. If Aplo dies, they may have to place on a budget. Sunny? Sunny?
So, pretty good,
Very good.
weather today.
Yeah,
Melbourne,
yeah,
it's
nice.
cold. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Very... Yeah.
Stay an advantage because the Thunders are just making these really weird. And with Sky, I mean, she's still disgusting on the team. We've got someone powering up in the corner there. If you're a server player for your team, you have a decent amount of assists because you're using your util to set up your teammates at the end of the day.
On the situation, both mids are located towards mid here. This Steam Beacon was found out, and Kyvan with amazing crosshair placement!
But 6 rounds.
Yeah.
And
Crispy. She's like, I've got a resurrection here. She's gotta be careful. She doesn't have a wall. She doesn't need to bait it because everyone else is running. The defense trying to retake the side.
Oh!
So the double comes without great discipline.
1v1.
Oh, the
Red Star's gone out.
He's gonna bait it. No, he gets the 4. Can he get the 8? He's gonna be hunted for it. The Empress, the Queen.
Oh!
He's not able to do it.
Kyvan!
Oh no, it's gonna be a flop. Oh no. Uh-oh. And it's over.
Strong as what others.
This is Project Oceania's Valorant Mini Midwinter Tournament. Oceania's best content creators and players, big and small, will be coming together to bring you 2 days of action, excitement, and entertainment. Who will make it to the grand finals? Project Oceania presents We Hate Winning.
Wait, what do you mean? Whoa! Oh! Oh my god!
Court of Owls. It's just genetics.
Right corner, right corner.
Let's go! What the fuck? Valorant, fix your fucking shit game, girl. What's the reason?
I got you, babe. Come here.
Oh,
Come here.
shit.
Come in my cage. Get off me. Come here. Get off me. Oh. Stop trying to smile my day.
epal.gg/epang. Wait, this is a plug.
There they are.
Roadkill.
Oh my god.
Can you heal right now? Brim said 120.
I miss my submissive kitten.
Woo! I like
One enemy remaining.
Eight P.
Dude, up to your right, up to your right, up to. That's your left, you fucking. I'm so sharp right now. Boom, boom, boom.
Team Cookie. Wait, is that me? Oh my god, it's me! It's me! Mom! Mom!
Oh, I'm fucking shit. I'm fucking so mad, bro.
Nice.
Jet was market.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
nice.
The Midwinter Tournament will begin shortly. Watch your favorite community members battle it out head to head and find out who comes out on top for Project Oceania's Mini Midwinter Valorant Tournament.
Bye.